Happy birthday to us!
Oh, will you do a close-up of that? That's pretty.
Hi, I'm NISHA.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Dani.
And I'm Hannah. And this is
The Vegan View.
Cheers!
So we posted our first video on the Vegan View a year ago. I'm so proud of us for sticking with it, you guys. We posted a video every week.
And we didn't miss an upload.
Yeah, like I'm very
Crazy.
impressed with us, with our commitment to this YouTube channel.
And thank you to you guys because you have built this community with us by commenting on our videos and telling us your experiences and sharing them with your friends and family. Like we wouldn't be able to do this for a full year without you guys, that's for sure.
And giving us ideas, like your feedback, we always talk about that in our meetings, and we're like, okay, we get a lot of comments on this. They obviously want to see that, and it really helps us make a show that you guys want to see.
Yeah.
So it's so cool.
And you guys make this truly unique. I think that we have the nicest subscribers I've seen on any YouTube channel.
Seriously.
Everyone is so nice. In our Facebook group, they're so kind.
And helpful.
Yeah, really, this is cheers to you guys.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Gotta give this to Jessie because Jesse's part of our team too.
Thanks,
we could not do
Jessie.
this without Jessie at all.
All right, guys, let's cheers.
Cheers.
For real. Cheers.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Love you guys.
Cheers.
You guys are my best friends, and I'm so happy I get
Stop.
to work with you guys.
I was like, guys, don't get sentimental because you know.
I know.
me.
I know.
Give me one glass and I'll
Literally drop of the hat.
Cheers.
Right?
I'm so happy I get to drink with you guys.
I know.
Woohoo, Mama's Day out.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, that's
Yum.
There was
that's the one we
one
had in
time.
your taste test.
so
Yes,
good,
we
yeah.
did a vegan wine taste test video on my channel about a year ago almost, and this was one of our favorites. You can get it at Target. Barnivore says it's vegan, so love that.
Yum.
And it's like a sparkling rosé. It's really nice, not sweet. Love.
All right, so what are we eating today?
Okay.
So excited.
So, this is from a place in Orange County called Vegan Nirvana, and I believe it's the only one of its kind. So, if you're ever in the Huntington Beach, Orange County area, definitely go check it out. And I was just gonna read off of the website what everything is so that I don't mess it up.
It's a really cool little weird spot to
It's
go
funky.
visit too. Yeah.
It's a funky spot.
I've never had it before, but I'm excited to
Me
try it.
neither.
Yeah.
So have you guys ever done a mukbang? Is that how you say it?
No.
No.
All of
Wow.
our first mukbang.
It's
Wow.
all of our first
We're
time.
mukbang
No.
virgins.
Oh, sorry if we
appropriate.
don't do it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so by NISHA, we have the Humble Warrior, which is just French fries in a Cajun seasoning. BLT Awakening. and
That
this
looks
is-
like meat. That looks like
it's-
salami.
It's crisp, bacon-free slices served on toasted whole wheat roll with romaine lettuce, tomatoes, and vegan ranch.
Wow.
Yum.
And then right here we have the Kingdom of God, which is poultry-free bites, tofu, broccoli, I'm telling you, this place is funky. Poultry-free bites, tofu, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, red onion, red bell peppers, and jalapeno wok flamed in a Korean barbecue sauce.
Yum.
And then we have some multi-grain rice and some white rice right here.
Yum.
And that is both of the rice is going to go with that, and the one next to it, which is the deep sea meditation. Shrimp-free crescents tossed with pineapple, red onion, green onion, jalapeno, red bell peppers, and cilantro in a delicious sweet and sour sauce.
I'm excited. I mean, not excited. I'm nervous about this one because our vegan shrimp taste test was like, oof.
But I'm
Rough.
telling
You
you,
should watch that.
Yeah, we'll link it below.
this is. I mentioned in the video that there's good shrimp near me, and this is what
Oh,
I was talking
okay.
about. Then on this side, we have the Heaven on Earth, which is signature battered chick-free tenders served with your choice of vegan island, ranch, or chipotle, and we got all three sauces.
All of them.
Love having a lot of
Yeah.
sauces.
All right,
so
we
excited.
should take a
Sure.
thumbnail first because this is
yeah.
tradition in mukbangs is to take the thumbnail while you mukbang.
That's
so
smart.
everyone grab something. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Oh, I was spilling everywhere and I didn't even realize. Sorry, guys.
Oopsies. At least
Well,
it's not on
just-
your phone.
It literally landed right on the plate. Thank
perfect.
God.
Okay, so should we just
Let's
dig
take
in?
some, pass it down.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I
really
want some of
excited.
this.
This all looks so good.
And some of
We
this.
asked questions on our Facebook group, so I guess I'm just going to ask you guys the most serious question that we got just to start off, and it is,
Whoa.
if you were a vegetable, which one would you be?
I thought we were really gonna do a serious one.
I know. I was like, I don't know if I want to start.
Amy,
Let me have more champagne.
Amy Hutchin says that she would be a tomato. So what vegetable would you be, ladies?
Isn't a tomato a fruit?
Oh.
I don't care. Be whatever.
She
you
just called you out, Amy.
Throwing shade.
I don't care. You can be a tomato. I love you.
I like tomatoes though.
I don't know. I was gonna say avocado, but that is also a fruit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why an artichoke comes to mind.
Oh.
I just love
Spiky.
them.
Because you're spiky on the outside, but soft
sweet
and
on the
delicious on the inside.
And you're such a California girl, and I think of artichokes like I think of succulents, so it's very on brand for you.
Oh, thank you.
I think I'm a broccoli because I'm kind of funny looking. No, I'm just, maybe I am.
Yeah, right.
I feel like you either really like me or you don't.
Ooh, I'll just be a red bell pepper.
Oh, I'm allergic
that
to red bell peppers.
Is that a fruit too?
You are?
Well, I can eat them, but it gives me
I was like, this has red.
I know. I'm not gonna die. It's just
Oh my god, I
painful
got
later.
really nervous. Okay, Nicole, what
That's
vegetable
just-
are you?
I don't know why I'm taking this so
Oh,
seriously.
was
I
I
don't
not
know what
supposed
I
to
would
eat
be.
it?
No, go for it. I would be.
Did you get one?
I don't care if it's a fruit. I'm an avocado.
Can you guys pass
all the way?
them
What?
down?
I'm an avocado.
Fine, you be
Wait,
an
wait,
avocado.
That's a fruit, though, you
Guys,
guys.
choose
I
a
know.
vegetable.
You guys
Wait,
Answer the question properly.
Amy wants answers.
We're having a tough time with this one.
I want to be a shallot. Is that weird?
No, I was gonna
that's
say,
a good
Nicole,
one.
that I thought you were a leek.
Oh, really?
I love leeks.
You're always leaking our
And
secrets.
it's like they're tall.
Yeah, they're tall and slender.
scrumptious.
They're anti-cancerous. Dr. Greger says you should have leeks every single day if
Wow.
possible because they're anti-carcinogenic.
I definitely do not.
Sorry, I just.
But I
took a
also
lot.
love a shallot.
Yeah.
I love a good shallot.
I'm just really into shallots right now. I know that's like such
No,
a
they're
nerdy thing to
so
say.
good. There's that.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I liked red bell pepper.
Yeah,
Why
I
did
know.
you switch?
I thought it
you're
was-
sweet and like everyone likes you. Like, I
Is
feel
it
like-
not a fruit also?
What vegetable would you be? I need to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, Danny, you could
It's
be
just
a kale.
informal.
Is kale a vegetable?
Yeah, I'll be kale.
It's just an
You,
informal.
you would be kale. You,
You
eat a
made
lot
me
of
love.
kale.
yeah,
you
I
made me
think
love
so.
kale.
I'm so good for all of you. That's why. Okay, I want to try this chicken finger.
Oh yeah, I didn't get one of those.
It
Will you
looks-
hand me
it
one
It's
of
looks-
those?
not as crispy as it would be if we ate it in the restaurant.
Yeah,
in
and
a
it looks
restaurant.
like it has like some cool breading on it.
So what are these different sauces?
So we
This
have a
is
Thousand
Ranch,
Island,
I'm assuming.
a ranch, and a
Thousand
chipotle.
Island Chipotle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Another question I got was, what is one thing you guys have learned from each other throughout this year?
Wow.
We do a
And the
lighter one
water
first.
Yeah, I was like, I need every time after I hang out with you guys, I'm like super motivated for like everything. Like,
Yeah. Same.
like motivated to like be healthier, like motivated to like get back on track with YouTube and like everything. Like I feel like hanging out with you guys is like my therapy.
Same.
And you guys are all so smart in like different ways, and I always learn something new from all you guys. And like I always like in our group text, like asking really random questions because like with the combination, like someone will know the answer. So yeah, it's just like I don't know. I feel like we're like a really good like blend.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about this earlier. One thing I learned from Dani is to just, because we were talking about the secret and manifesting, and I feel like Dani is someone who, one time she said that when she expects things to be easy, they usually are, and that is such a simple thing such a simple sentence, but it actually is so profound, and it's helped me so many times when I feel like I'm overthinking or I'm sort of like dreading something that I feel like is going to be this daunting task.
Yeah.
I just think like, just expect that it's going to be easy, and it usually is. It really does work, and it's really helped me put things in perspective.
Yeah.
And just like not stress about little things. I
I
love
don't know
that
why
about
it works.
you. It does work.
I know, like, I'm kind of like Dani. I like just think everything's gonna work out. It's fine. Like, I feel like a lot of people have made me feel bad for not caring more, and I think I've learned that again from you to just trust yourself and be more yourself and be confident in how you feel.
I was gonna say the same thing. Just
Yeah.
like you don't let things like bother you or hold you back from anything. Like you live your life the way you want to, and you're just super honest about everything. And like that inspires me to do the same. Like you're not gonna let anything that anybody says to you affect you so much that it's gonna like ruin your day. I feel like you're super like confident, and you know yourself and your self-worth, and that's just like always really
agree.
inspiring.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I didn't know you were talking about me right now.
Yeah. I think from Hannah, I've learned to just ask for what you want.
Yeah.
I feel I
Totally.
have the worst time. I really like think
Yeah.
I don't like deserve anything. I feel like people shouldn't pay me enough.
Knowing
Like,
your value,
you know?
she really advocates for that.
yeah,
totally.
and Hannah will be like, absolutely not. You go back and you ask for this much
Yeah.
and you do this and you like
Yeah.
she's like so focused and disciplined and like just will drive you forward no matter what.
Well, I just love you guys, and I feel like you're worth more than like what people say you're worth. And no, we can feel that. Like I feel that every time I hang out with you guys, is that everyone like really believes in each other, and like we're so different. What each of us wants to do in life is really different. What each of us loves, but each of us like fiercely believes in each other, which is so rare.
You guys are like also talented and beautiful. Like you guys can literally do whatever you want, and you guys are just like you're already killing it.
I wish you guys could see behind the scenes of just us talking to each other.
Yeah.
Because we come in and we're like, you look beautiful. Like, you look so healthy. You're glowing. It's just like, just a tirade of niceness.
No, but like I feel like it's so important to build each other up. Like I feel like we live in this world where women tear each other down all the time, and I hang out with these girls and I feel like I'm on cloud 9 and like all my insecurities fall away because not only do we bond over like common insecurities, but we also build each other up, and we don't let ourselves like talk bad about ourselves. Like we're like, no, stop it, you're this, you're beautiful, you're worth it. And like find people in your life that make you feel that way, because I feel like I've had toxic people in my life, like friends and family, and it's just not worth it. Like life is too short. Like you guys have made me realize that like I don't have to like choose to spend my time with people who make me feel bad about myself.
We haven't talked about that, but the same thing has happened to me. It's really translated to other parts of my life where I realize like that good feeling that I get with you guys, if I'm not feeling that with other friends, like not that I don't feel it with friends in my life, but it's just like it's really raised the bar for the types of people that I let close to me, because I realize that there are people who have such similar, outlooks, and there's so many times where you guys open your mouth to say something and I'm like, I can't believe that you're standing there in front of me saying that. That's exactly how I feel about that. That's so cool that you guys can relate in that way.
I feel like Nicole is the best at like reassuring. No, like you're so good at lifting other people up, and I feel like we all feed off of you from doing that. Like you're so good at making us feel good about ourselves and complimenting us and like specific things about each other.
And I feel like Nicole could be like in casting or something, because she can really see who you are without all the BS in front of you, like all the walls. Like she will. I remember from the very beginning, she told me, she's like, no, you were like this. Like keep doing that. Keep doing this. I remember we were filming that potato egg thing with the deviled eggs, the potato eggs,
the angel eggs. It was like a
and
vegan
you're just
version
like, no,
of
you don't have to
eggs.
be anybody like else. You just have to be yourself. People like you for this, and it's like she really sees what people like.
You're so observant.
Yeah,
and she asks a lot of questions.
Rude, intrusive questions.
You're
they're not
Scorpio.
rude. I feel like you also have a really great way of like seeing the positive in things. Like you are always like good at seeing the other side of things. So whereas like, I like, if I feel a certain way about something, you're always great at like presenting another side to it that's like positive and like puts it in a positive light. And I feel like I automatically revert to negative thoughts, which I hate because it just makes me feel bad. It like thinking negative thoughts doesn't make you feel good, but like you always have a way of twisting it into something positive, and it just always makes me feel better. It's not in a way that's like what you're feeling isn't valid. It's just a way that's like, oh, but look at the bright side of things. It's like really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nisha's made me read more. That's for sure.
Really?
Because Nisha's like an encyclopedia,
Oh my
and
God,
she
she's
remembers
so
everything
smart.
she's ever read.
Yeah.
Whereas like I read something and then 10 minutes later I'm like, what was that?
Yeah,
What
that's
was
me
that
too.
number that they said in that article?
Yeah.
And she is just so smart, and I'm just like,
I'm not that smart.
You're so good at retaining information.
yeah, it's very
and like
inspiring.
plugging it into conversation.
Yes.
And I don't know, make
Your recall is very
Yeah.
impressive.
your brain is like a really good one.
Really
So
good.
You're really like good at trying new
That's my
things. Like
favorite.
you're never afraid to like go to a new event where you might not know anybody and meet new people, and like sometimes I get scared to do that, and she's like, come to this event with me, and like, and then she knows everyone, and like even if she doesn't know everyone, she'll meet them. Like it's a great quality, and I feel like I've been inspired to like pay more attention to plants because of you, which is like such a silly thing, but really has like enriched my life so much. Like to have like another purpose
To nurture.
Yeah, to nurture. And that was what I was gonna say too, is that you nurture people. Like we come over to your house and you like make us food, and like if I'm having a bad day, I feel like you're very protective over me.
And everyone's saying happy birthday to me, and I'm like, uncomfortable.
When you're like saying,
I'm just like,
I feel like you take such good care of yourself too. And
Yeah.
whenever I'm like around you, I'm like, oh, I want to take better care of myself.
Really?
Yeah.
that makes me
And
feel
you're
good.
just very well connected, because I think that in terms of like getting.
Oh, am I the only one
honey,
who
let
said?
me. Just let
Okay.
me.
I
Mama's
know.
first day
No, you
out.
guys. I was telling them this off camera. Like, I'm just like a really thirsty person. So whatever drink is in front of me, I'm gonna
Dang,
drink it
she's
really
thirsty.
fast.
I was gonna say, that's like something that the kids say now. Like it has a double meaning if you say you're thirsty.
I forgot about that.
Literally
She
say it all the
actually parched, guys. Stop.
Sorry for cutting you off.
No, but I was just saying that you're a really good networker because you don't try to be a networker. Like you're very well
I was
connected.
gonna say I feel like I'm not.
Exactly, but that's why you're good at it because you're really good at connecting, like truly connecting with people because you're able to be yourself. So that's why, like most of the guests we've had on our show, I feel like is 100% because of you, because you're so good at like making real connections with people and making them feel comfortable enough to come. I mean, it's scary for people. Like we've had a few interviews today, and it was like, they get here and it's intimidating. There's lots of lights and cameras, and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna be uncomfortable.
And I'm
I'm
like,
gonna be
come be our
awkward.
friend.
That's
And
so true.
you make people feel like they have a story to share and something valuable to say, and I think that's a really beautiful
You're
thing.
yeah, I'm like every guest. I feel like most of our guests have come from NISHA.
Yeah.
Well, I just like the reason I started acting is because I think every story, no matter how normal you are, how boring you think you are, is interesting. I think just being a human being is like the most fascinating thing in the world, and there's no way that no one has a story to tell. And I think this is just another way of
I
me.
think that too.
Yeah, right? I
yeah.
think this is, well, you love Oprah, so you're my favorite soul, but like, everyone is so fascinating if you ask the right questions and you just give them a platform to shine on. And that's why I like this.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are all like so good at making things sound beautiful when you speak too. I'm like so inspired. I'm like, I'm gonna subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
Wow.
All right, let's.
Ask us about ourselves and
I
we'll
was
just
gonna.
talk forever.
I was like, let's talk about something more
Our
superficial.
favorite subject is just each other.
Yeah. No, but like I know it's cheesy, but honestly, I feel so lucky that we're friends. So it's like if someone gets me started on why we're friends, I'm like, oh, I could write
Go
a
on and
5-paragraph
on.
essay.
I'm like, do you have a day?
Do you like the BLT?
I was about
I'm
to
excited.
say.
Yeah, I'm
I
getting
like
there.
everything's
The
a little
meat
like
in it
cold,
is
so good.
I hated
Everything
everything.
is so good.
I'm like the only one who's like almost has an empty plate.
No,
I
keep
used to
eating.
eat a lot of salami. I like love salami.
Me
Love
too.
the salami.
That's my
too.
favorite.
I did
Your
too.
meat's so good. So this is really good.
Okay,
I wish they
some-
sold this in the store.
I know. Okay, so Lindsay Ann wants to know what some of our staples are. Like, what do we always have on hand in our fridge and pantry?
What do you guys think I always have?
Chickpeas.
Okay.
What do I
Oh.
win?
Chickpeas, oatmeal,
Yep.
avocado.
Although I have all those things too.
Veggies.
I know. I'm like, what do you always have?
Me
on
too.
hand?
Noodles.
LaCroix. Noodles.
Noodles. Also, I'm really obsessed with tahini right now. I feel like that has been the reason why I've been able to make so many sauces and dressings and dips and also like pasta sauces. I feel like I probably use it every single day now. I'm going through a phase. So I'm going to say tahini.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I definitely always have some sort of like pasta or noodles. I always have a lot of beans on hand, a lot of rice, just a lot of pantry staples that I could like throw together a bowl or something like quick and easy. But one thing I always have is like frozen vegan junk food in the freezer. Like I always have a pizza.
smart.
Yeah, that's smart.
I always have like taquitos now that we did the taste test.
Yeah.
Like little like meals from Trader Joe's or the Amy's meals I always have on hand just because sometimes you need a quick meal and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
convenient.
If I had those in my freezer, I would always only eat them.
That's what I said. That's why. I
Yeah,
was
Jesse
thinking.
and I are so lazy. We like love just junky food. Well, maybe me more than him. He's really healthy. But we always have broccolini from Trader Joe's. I know that's really weird and specific, but it's so cheap at Trader Joe's. And broccolini has like so many nutrients, iron, calcium. So we always have chopped up broccolini. We'll go and we'll chop them all up at the beginning of the week, and we'll just throw a handful in at every
So you
meal.
can put it into anything.
Yeah.
Like broccoli never really, I don't feel like changes the flavor too much of whatever you're eating.
And it
It's a great
keeps
one.
for a long time, where I feel like a kale or a spinach kind of like wilts unless you really take care of it. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to do like a lot better at like making things and eating all my leftovers. So we always get like 2 boxes of that bonza pasta at the beginning of the week. Also, Brody loves it. So that's like an easy thing to like feed to him. And so we'll make like the chickpea pasta, sweet potatoes, black beans, avocado. Those are like basically always in my fridge. And then like try to like throw in random vegetables like broccoli and kale into like whatever
Nice.
you're eating.
Pasta is so easy.
Yeah.
You should always have pasta. Like,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there's so many like different kinds of pastas now that it's like really easy to like eat pasta and like be getting a lot of nutrients at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
good.
Yeah, like whenever I eat bonza, because I'll do bonza, broccolini, and like pasta sauce, and I'm like, whoa, it's basically a bowl of vegetables when you think about it. It's basically beans,
Chickpeas.
yeah, just like reformatted into the shape of a pasta,
Yeah,
but it
just
feels
dried and
indulgent.
ground.
Yeah.
No,
And for
exactly.
pasta sauce, I love the Monte Bene pasta sauce because it's cheap. But me and Hannah really like.
Did I get you on it?
It's the one I grew up eating.
Which one?
I didn't know that until
Tell
I said,
us! Why have you not told us already?
drum roll, please. It's the Rayo.
Oh, that's what I've been
Oh,
buying
I thought
too.
you didn't like that one as much.
It has a
Oh no,
lot of
I love
fat.
it, but
Oh.
no, because it's $10. I'm homegirls on a budget, so
It has a lot of oil in it too.
does
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't tried it yet because
It's
it's
really
expensive.
good.
That's what we've been buying every time because they have it like all over Whole Foods.
So good.
my mom was like, "That's what you grew up eating," and I was like, "Oh."
so
I was like,
good. Wow.
I was like, "This tastes so familiar," and I was like, "Yeah, this is, you've eaten it."
Austin was making our pasta food and he's like, "Oh, that's why this tastes so much better." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "It has a ton of oil in it." And I was like, "It's good for the babies." It's fine.
So the pasta that I do is basically it's like garlic, onions, and dried herbs, and you kind of saute that a little bit, and then you add like a whole handful of cherry tomatoes, a can of tomatoes, and then the secret thing is the Trader Joe's pizza sauce. I know it sounds really weird.
no,
Oh my God, I love that
really
pizza
good.
sauce.
It's
Yeah,
so good. And then you have like the tomato sauce with like the petite, and then you have the cream. It's like all the flavors, and then you do a ton of red pepper flakes, so it's kind of like an arrabbiata.
I
It
love
takes
red
10 minutes
pepper.
to make, and
That's
it's
how you say that?
decadent. Arrabbiata?
I always thought it was like aribata.
It's not bad. This one's kind of sad, but this one said, "How do you deal with all the horrific stories about what happens to animals? My heart hurts so much all the time, and I'm not a new vegan. Thanks for such delights." That's from Tasha. Thanks, Tasha. How do you guys deal with it? It can be really hard, even though it's like it's been a few years now that we've all been vegan.
That's why I drink.
That's it. That's the only reason.
The only hardship.
That's why she
That's the only way to get through it. That's the only way I can get through
my
it.
gosh. For me,
We should have gotten
when
two
I
bottles.
first went vegan, I was so sad all the time, and I was just so hurt, and I felt really betrayed just by society and people I loved. But as I started realizing that one person can do so much for the movement,
Yeah.
I'm a really big picture person. Like any of our meetings, I'm like, but what about we're gonna do in like 5 years? How are we gonna do this? And like, I'm always thinking about the end game. And for me, my kind of veganism is all about the end game. Like you thinking about and being sad about each individual animal on the plate is human and normal and understandable, and I feel that. But it gives me so much courage and excitement to think about the end game. Like, what am I doing every single day that is helping and improving and causing this like ripple effect?
Yeah. I was going to say, find something that you can funnel your energy into that is going to be positive, because I was so horrified when I first went vegan. I felt like I felt that way for a really long time, honestly, until I met you guys, and then I started getting inspired to talk about being vegan more openly in my life because you guys did. So once I started sharing it on my own platform and then we built this together, I feel like I'm a lot less angry because I feel like I'm funneling that anger into something positive that I'm hoping will make a difference in the world. So, you know, if you know, YouTube or social media is not your thing, find a way to do that in your community, like volunteer at your local animal shelter or farm sanctuary. Find something that will bring you meaning and positivity, and instead of just like focusing on the sad, because that can be really draining, and I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I feel like I go through ups and downs. Like I feel like
Yeah.
when at the beginning of my last pregnancy, I was really on a down where I think I like would text you guys all the time saying like,
Yeah, I remember that.
I can't even like be around like my friends and family who aren't vegan. It's just so hard for me. And right now I feel like I'm like in a good place where I just honestly like I try not to think about it. And when I do see videos like that, they do. It literally feels like
They're
someone's
horrible.
putting like the pain that you see that animal going through, like it hurts. It like feels like it's happening to you for a second, and it's so hard. But I try to be like, someone posted that video, like there's someone doing something to raise awareness, like try to focus, like how NISHA said, on the end game. And you know, and I'm also in my everyday life, I just like try to make it seem cool and like normal, and that's like my thing. And I'm like, the more normal I make vegan be, the more approachable
Appealing,
it's
yeah.
gonna seem to other
So
people.
true,
And like
yeah.
if I'm at the kind of person who won't even like sit at the same table as someone who's eating meat, like that's not gonna be appealing to someone who's
You're never gonna plant a
currently
seed.
yeah, like someone who's currently eating meat. So I'm like,
Right.
sometimes like you really just have to like turn off that switch in your brain, but like I feel like that's gonna eventually
Yeah.
do
For
more.
chronic disease rehabilitation and like therapy, I know, like when you get diagnosed with a chronic disease, like when I got diagnosed with interstitial cystitis, it was the same thing with like Lyme's disease and all these other things, lupus even. They teach that, okay, so you can't do some things, so let's focus on what you can do, and let's grow and see what in the future that can grow into. So I like to think of everything in life, kind of like what that taught me was that, okay, you can't do certain things. You can't go and save every single animal. Like, it is not possible. There's only one of you. It sucks. But what can you do in this moment to the best of your abilities that makes you feel good and powerful, and do that?
Yeah.
Feel a lot better.
Yeah. I would echo all the same things. Yeah.
Same.
Same. Like, so true. All of it.
I don't know if someone asked this, but do you guys ever miss things that
That was a question. A lot of
really?
people asked that, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a good thing to talk about. People don't really talk about it.
My answer is always, it has always been no, because I've usually been able to have some sort of replacement. Like if I want a cheeseburger, have a vegan cheeseburger,
Yeah.
whatever. But up until recently, I didn't even realize that I kind of missed scrambled eggs, which is weird because I
Oh,
like didn't really think that I like that. But I kind of missed scrambled eggs, and I kind of missed lox. And the only reason I know that is because I had really good
Scrambled egg.
vegan scrambled eggs, and then I was like, wait, I used to eat this all the time. I actually haven't even really thought about it, but now that there's an alternative, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So that's the Just Scramble. It's just coming out. I don't think it's out everywhere yet, but it will be soon.
at Veggie Girl.
Yeah, they have it at Veggie Girl and the Breakfast Burrito. So that, and then when we had the Unlocks Your Dream cream cheese, I realized how much I missed smoked salmon. So it's not like I'm pining for anything. I feel like I eat so well and I eat so much. If
Yeah.
anything, there's like not enough time in a day because there's just so much good vegan food to eat. But when I had those, I was like, wow, I didn't even know those were missing in my life.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I feel like I get, like, anything I crave, anything that I used to eat, I can find a vegan version of it, and I usually like the vegan version of it better. But I can see, like, we're very lucky to, like, live in LA where we have, like, every single type of vegan, like, the best vegan restaurants at our disposal. We have grocery stores that carry all the new vegan products.
Exactly.
So we're very fortunate in that regard. So I feel like if you do live somewhere where you don't have those and you are missing something, that's totally normal because, like, shoot, I love buffalo chicken. Like, that was something that I used to eat all the time. And now I just have buffalo cauliflower, or I make it at home, or, like, you know, I eat it at buffalo chicken sandwiches at vegan restaurants and stuff. So
So good.
if you're craving a buffalo chicken sandwich, just try to find a way to, like, make it vegan.
Go to Target,
Yeah.
get the Gardein chicken strips, put Frank's Red Hot on it. You're good.
Yeah.
So we can make
or
mine.
make her buffalo
Or make hers.
cauliflower.
It's really good.
It's so good.
For me, I always think about this because people ask me so much. And for me, it's Flamin' Hot Cheetos
Random.
and like a big, juicy filet of
Oh.
steak.
I saw a brand called Vegan Robs or something that has like a Flamin' Hot Cheeto duplicate, but I haven't tried it yet.
Bring it to me, Vegan Robs. If you're watching this,
We'll do a
I
taste
saw it
test.
online.
hit me up. For me, like, I can miss the taste and I can see it, but I just, like, I watch the videos of,
I know.
I watch the videos, like, the cows being taken
From
to
their
get
moms.
slaughtered. I mean, that's dairy. Like, dairy freaks me out anyways, but, like, a steak, that's a dead animal.
Yeah.
I don't want to cry. Yeah, it just sucks. Like, I can miss the taste and just never really have that, like, bloody taste, which is gross, but I'm human. I like it. I grew up in Texas.
Yeah.
But it's just not worth it to me.
Yeah.
Like, someone suffering to end their life isn't worth for me to have one steak.
It's like it
ever.
doesn't even compute as food anymore. Like I just see like carcass.
Yeah.
I
It
don't.
smells.
You
it
don't? I
smells
do.
like carcass to me.
Oh, yeah,
It smells bad, yeah.
different.
I forget where we were, but we were walking by something where they were like barbecuing. I think it was like 4th of July or something. But there's like a bunch of barbecues with like.
But your smell changes, so
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
like a thing
well,
that
I mean,
happens.
that smell never used to bother me. 'Cause like you, I grew up eating meat, grew up in the South, like loved steak was my favorite treat, fancy meal. and now it just doesn't even smell edible to me. It literally smells like someone's dying.
For me, I'm not one of those people, and I know other people are out there too. They feel bad that they don't look at it and see like a dead body.
Yeah.
Because to me, I grew up eating and cooking so much that food was really like art to me. It was a really beautiful thing, but now it just looks like it's just not worth it mentally. Like I don't see a dead body, but I know what went into that conceptually.
I would say for me, and I think it's interesting because we all have different things. I would say for me, it's cheese, like a good like stretchy nacho plate or like some feta cheese. Like we drive by this one restaurant I used to always get nachos at, and I'm always like, oh, I wish that they made vegan nachos. Like I think things like that. Like I'm just like, I wish that they had. And I get vegan nachos, and they do like taste really good to me, but it's just like it's not the same as that like. You know, that stretchy cheese I had when I was like a kid. And I think the only reason I like it is because it reminds me, I probably have some positive memories associated with eating
what I'm
those,
thinking.
you know?
It's so funny that what each of us miss is something we grew up
with,
and we have an emotional, like cultural kind of connection to.
Right.
I was having this conversation with someone the other day. I'm like, it's just food. And it's so weird to me that everyone, even though I have those thoughts where I'm like, oh, I miss that, but at the end of the day, I'm like, it's just food. It's something that's on your tongue for a few seconds, and it goes through you.
Yeah.
And it's literally like, I just can't, right now, I'm like, it's never going to be worth it to add all that suffering to someone.
I know.
Just so that I can enjoy something
For
slightly
one meal,
more
like,
than like something else, you know?
Yeah.
It's so weird, and you just don't ever think that before you're vegan. And I think people who like stop being vegan and stuff, they probably go back into that mindset of, well, like, I like it, I need it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like always about
People think like, oh, I only live once, so I don't want to miss out on anything,
Yeah.
which I totally understand, and I used to actually say that as well. But for me, like that sense of peace that you get from just putting good food into your body, how good your body feels, and then not contributing to the cruelty and suffering that goes on within the animal agriculture industry, it's just like the payoff is not even the same. But I do understand it because I definitely used to be there.
To me, like, a lot of people are like, oh, like, I'm gonna mess up my life from not eating meat. Like, you only live once. And I just think, don't you want that one time to count and to be good, not to be just you taking stuff senselessly from the earth? Like, I understand we're all imperfect and just living is hard on the earth and the environment, but don't you want to do as well as you can with the position you're put in, you know?
And this is always one of the questions that we got to, it kind of ties into this, is what's some advice that you have for new vegans? And the first thing I always say to everyone is to focus on the abundance and like what you're adding to your plate and making it fun, trying new recipes, trying new foods that you haven't tried before. You're not going to love everything, but you're going to find stuff that you really like, and it's going to be a really fun process. If you focus on what you're adding to your plate and not what you're taking off of it, it's not a chore, and it's not this daunting, overwhelming, huge life change. It really is just something that aligns with your intention, and your intention is either to improve your health or to end animal suffering. And when you align anything in your lifestyle that aligns with your heart, I'm sorry if that sounds cheesy, but when you align things that way, it just feels right. Things just start clicking, things become easier, and you just feel a little bit more filled with purpose. So it's not like you're giving up all these favorite things and, you know, for the animals, or, you know, that you're making such a sacrifice for your body. It really becomes a joy, and it becomes like you can't imagine not living that way. At least that's the experience I've had.
I think when you're on the right path for the right reasons, that's when things just start escalating and becoming successful. Like, people go into veganism for different reasons, but I think people stay vegan for the same reasons, and I think that pours because it doesn't feel right to all of us in so many different ways. And when that aligns with your lifestyle, I think that's when you're going to feel really good about being vegan.
I think I just never realized like the impact that my choices have before I went vegan. And then when I went vegan and I started educating myself on, you know, all of the impact of the farm and dairy industry, I realized that every individual has the ability to be a negative or a positive impact on the future. And I don't know, I look at things in such a different way.
I love that.
It's just, there's no reason. And before I lived so selfishly, like every decision I made before was just to pleasure myself in the moment. And now I'm like, wow, what can I do to, you know, better the world, like, you know, have a positive impact on the future, or, you know, like support a business that you know,
Is making an effort.
in line with the same views that I'm having
Yeah.
instead of just like, you know, whatever's the most convenient or the cheapest, you know?
I have
Yeah.
a good story I haven't told you guys though about it.
Tell us. Is it weird if I have a napkin in here?
Go for it.
Did
A
you say
little
yes?
bit. Maybe a little.
Thanks for being honest. I
Anytime.
appreciate your honesty.
It looked a little festive.
It looks like you might have
It went
been
with her
stuffing your
outfit.
boobs. They're like, oh yeah, that's why Danny's boobs are so voluptuous.
It's not because she's breastfeeding. She stuffs your bra.
It's so hot. Okay, tell us your story.
So,
I'm gonna cry.
So one of the questions was, whose idea was it for the vegan view? And I know we've talked about it before, but I've never told you guys the story. So it's so weird. When I was graduating, I watched The Mom's View. And I was like, I love that. It's a channel on YouTube with just a bunch of moms. And then I found there's so many mom channels making like shows. And I was just like, oh man, I want to do something like this, but like about something else. I was talking to Jessie about it. I was like, it could be about makeup. And then I found lots of channels about that. And I really wanted to do like a YouTube show, but I didn't have any YouTube friends or any friends who wanted to start a YouTube channel with me. So I just started one on my own. I just kept on thinking about it. And when we met, it was like the stars aligned. And I was like, I remember sitting and just having met you guys and talking to you and being like, this could be something. And I didn't think like, oh, it's the vegan view. I was just like, we need to make something permanent with the four of us.
You manifested it.
I manifested. No, I don't
No,
know,
we're
but-
super into that right now.
Yeah, we're super into it. We read The Secret like 800
We always say that, how like the way that all four of us met and like actually like continued relationships was so,
serendipitous.
yeah, it
Yeah.
just like felt meant to be, and we were all like right place at the right time, and we bring something different, but we're all so similar in like
Yeah.
such weird ways that I don't know, we just like really connect, and I don't know, we were just meant to be.
It really though, it's the first thing in my life, like other than like I feel like my relationship with my boyfriend, that I feel like the universe really did like put
Work
us together,
extra hard
to get us together, because all of us were out of our comfort zones. We met each other. I went to an event that I would have never gone to, and like it just kind of happened like it
Yeah.
was meant to be.
You guys knew each other first.
So I was writing an article about Dani, and I messaged her to be like, oh, I had to write about up and coming YouTubers, and I was vegan at the time, like a new vegan. So I wanted to make sure that all the YouTubers that I mentioned just happened to be vegan. So I did
I
you
love that
and like
so
Annie
much.
Jaffrey and someone else. And then I emailed you and said that, you know, this is the article or whatever. And I think
And in the email, she was like, I live in LA and
Yeah.
I'm also vegan, and I had no vegan friends. And I never do this, and I emailed her back and I was like, I'm close to LA if you ever want to meet for lunch. Like, I would love to like hang out with another vegan. And we did. And
we went to Gracias Madre.
I always remember this, like, meeting you for the first time, like, it felt like I've known you forever. It was
Aw, I
so
felt that way
weird.
too.
Like, so
Except
natural.
you were taller than I thought you were going to be.
You were
Both.
way
You were
taller.
I was like, oh my god.
I
We're
thought
the
she was
tall
gonna
ones.
be like a peanut.
So
She
did
had,
I.
like, petite
Yeah.
features. I thought that you were gonna be like
Yeah, I
so
thought you were
small.
gonna be like very petite, and then we're like almost the same height, and I think you had wedges on or something. So I was like, oh my gosh, hi friend, hi tall vegan friend.
Yeah, and then I creeped on Nisha.
Yeah,
I made this video called How to Lose Weight Fast, Not Vegan. And it was because I was really mad at another YouTuber, I won't say who. And I kind of just spoofed the video because I was just so mad. I'll tell you later. Okay. I was just so mad about how people are so, like, the fitness community on YouTube is so messed up, and the stuff that they tell, like, young children to do to lose weight makes me so mad.
But it was so funny.
Yeah, I thought no one would watch it. Like,
it was a spoof video.
not even my parents were watching
Everyone
my
go
YouTube
watch it.
videos.
We'll link it down
It
below.
kept
It's
coming up.
hilarious.
So
It's the
embarrassing.
best.
I
Nisha,
love it.
I don't think I ever told you this, but it kept coming up as a recommended video for me, and I was like, oh, why is this coming up for a recommended video? It says not vegan.
Not vegan. That's
yeah.
what most people comment down below it, but it just like blew up so quickly, and then it's like kind of dwindled down. But like,
It's so funny though, and I was
so
like,
it's crazy.
I want to be friends with this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like 30 subscribers, and then that video went up, and my channel like blew up.
And I felt like I had to like pursue her. I kept being like, hey, want to film a collab?
Yeah,
like,
she kept like being
hey,
really persistent, and
like,
then one
I would love
day-
to promote your channel. Like, I was like, I just really wanted to be friends with her.
I was like, is this a company like messaging me? I had no idea,
I know.
and I watched.
I probably seemed creepy.
Well, I watched your videos, and I was like, she's so familiar. And my friend, when she was getting married, like we watched Dani your wedding dress video, and
You
I was
were
like,
with me
oh
when I
my
bought
gosh,
dress.
this is from like a couple years ago. I was like, that's how I know her. So then I was just like, I feel like I know her well enough, and then I asked her to come to my house, like,
And I went.
and I'm
And
so
you filmed
glad.
a carrot taste test, a carrot hot dog taste
Yeah.
test
Scrambled.
video.
And we did the
vegan egg.
I watched
It
that.
was interesting.
And then I subscribed to you.
And I remember she got out of the car and I was like, oh my god. you're
Wait, so did
hot.
I meet you before Nisha?
No.
No.
I had already known.
You're our
We
last.
met-
You're our last little.
We met Hannah at Spontanea.
Mm-hmm.
So Dani and I went to a pop-up dinner hosted by Evan and
Hannah
Hannah.
McNeely.
Yeah, and there are these really awesome vegan pop-up dinners, and you and Jesse were there.
Yeah,
And you
we
sat
weren't
across
gonna
from us.
we weren't gonna go because
That's
Jesse
funny.
like was like, I don't want to go, and I was like, I'm kind of nervous too.
Aren't you so glad you went, Jesse?
Yeah.
so glad.
He was
right
like,
now.
absolutely not. It's
You
hot
could have
in here.
been doing anything
could've
else
had
right now.
Yeah, you could have had
Sundays
so many
free.
Sundays to yourself.
But it was really
No one's making
out of
fun
our
of your
comfort
peas.
zone because we're like, oh, like, what are these people gonna be like? We didn't know any vegan people in our lives. Like, we went vegan on our own. None of our friends are vegan. None of our family's vegan. Like, still to this day, no one's vegan except for us and now you guys. And then we get there, and you guys, did you get there late?
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, they both got there late, and so there's these two chairs sitting from across from us, so we're like, oh great, well I guess we're just gonna talk to each other the whole time.
Aww.
And then you guys sit down, and then like
And we're
immediately pull
vlogging.
out your vlog cameras, and I was like, they're my people. Jesse does video, and then I had a blog. I had just started my YouTube channel at the time.
Oh my god.
And then we just like talked about YouTube and blogging and video the
You
whole
were just
time.
about to go to Greece, I remember.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh man, she's going to Greece. She's like a serious vlogger. That's so cool.
No.
Vlogging Greece.
No, I like had just started my YouTube channel, so I was like, I'll probably never see them again. But
And
I
then-
like DM'd you on Instagram, and I was like, hey, you're an OC, like let's hang out.
Yeah,
And then we went to like a veg fest or
Veg
something.
Fest, yeah.
Oh,
and then it
yeah,
was just, like,
that's
the
how
rest
I
is
met
history.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you guys hated me. Like,
I thought you hated
I
me
thought
too.
Nisha. I
You.
thought Nisha hated me for such a long time. I kept being like, I really want to be friends with this girl, and she never like wants to hang out with me.
I was texting you
I
guys
was, like,
at Veg
so
Fest, and there was
shy.
bad service, and I was
Oh.
like, where are you guys? And Jesse's like, they don't want to meet up with you.
We must have given him peas that day.
No, like
he was angry.
no. He's just like kidding,
That's
like
funny.
like trolling me.
Of course,
like,
of course,
they
yeah.
don't
no,
wanna
but
meet
I
up with
remember like at the pizza party, that giant pizza party, I was like, oh, I won't like sit by them. I don't want to bother them. And I was like, it's fine. And like, I think all of our pictures, I'm like on the
You
other
are.
side of
We
the
didn't really
room.
know each other that well. at
Yeah,
that
we didn't
point.
really know. And I was like, oh, I don't want to bother them.
I
They're,
think
like,
even
real
like the first
YouTubers.
time like I introduced you to Nisha, I was like, I can't really tell if this girl likes me.
That's so funny because like I've only felt that way after we've become friends. Like in the beginning, I was like, oh yeah,
You don't
this
think
is
I
to-
like you?
Sometimes I'm like you know how you do in our group text, like if someone doesn't respond,
Oh.
she has this gift that's like, guess I'll die, and it's like this old guy. And sometimes if it's been too long, I'm like, oh my god,
It's
I'm
like-
so boring. They hate me. They want me out of the group. But I never felt like that in the beginning. I must be
Okay.
narcissistic or something because I was like, oh, this is great. We're all friends now. Perfect.
I always think everyone hates me, so I'm like, it's okay, don't invite me. No, it's fine. I'm just gonna leave. Like,
But I feel like we like needed like all of us to like make
Mesh
all the
together.
relationships like continue.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like if it was just like two of us, like we might not hang out as much
Yeah.
as we do with the four of
Yeah,
us.
I don't know. It's just really cool to get to work with your friends, and we've never butt heads. We've never been disrespectful to each other. We're always, I don't know, we have the same, I think we just align in so many ways. We have the same end goal, so it's been like really
Yeah.
special to get to work with you guys
Yeah.
too.
And you guys are so special to us. We really love you guys, and we would not have any of this or been able to do any cool things without you guys watching. We have so many cool things in store and planned for this year. It's gonna be so fun and amazing.
Working with you guys is honestly like a dream come true. Like I feel like I couldn't have dreamed up a better like if you want situation, if you want to call it a job, like it doesn't feel like a job. It's like honestly a joy. I would do this for free forever and ever and ever because I love it so much and I love being around you guys. And same with you guys. Like I feel like I've made a bunch of friends from all over the world, and that's like the coolest thing ever. I feel so lucky. I wish everyone could have a bunch of friends from different countries and states and like different perspectives. What a joy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's why we started our Facebook group.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know about our Facebook group, we have a Vegan View Facebook group, and we basically just, whatever you want to talk
Whatever you
about,
want.
it's kind of like if you don't have vegan friends around you or if people aren't understanding you. I love my favorite posts are when people are like, okay, I just need a vent for a second.
Yeah.
Like, and they just tell their story and everyone chimes in and is like, I've been there and understand. This is what I did.
Yeah.
It's such a cool community that this show has been able to create online.
Just thank you guys for being my friends. I love you guys, and I feel lucky that I get to know you guys and hang out with you guys, and you guys who message me on Instagram, and like I know there's a few of you who are like, we're just like always kind of talking. Like I tell Austin, like I think that I keep my sanity by like talking to people through Instagram during the day because I hang out with babies all day long. So like being able to talk to other adults who are cool, like you keep me sane. So thank you so much. I think it's so cool that we have this platform to get to know like other like-minded cool people, and I appreciate you guys for supporting our channel.
Thank you.
So, you want to end it up? End it up, wrap it up.
End her up. All right, guys, we love you so much. Thank you so much for this past year. It has been so special. Definitely follow us on our individual channels, join our Facebook group, and we will see you next time in a new video.
Bye!
I just blew a kiss. I don't know why. I do that on my own channel.
Keep that in.